Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to where it's due to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Chakwadash, and the honors to the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone who are well and we taught us truth. Today's lesson is going to go into Habakkuk, really the second chapter. As it says in verse 2, Habakkuk 1 and 2, how long, O Lord Yahweh, must I call for help? But you do not listen. Violence is everywhere. I cry, but you do not come to save. It says, verse 3, must I forever see these evil deeds? Why must I watch all this misery? And this is in the NLT, by the way. It says, must I forever see these evil deeds? Why must I watch all this misery? Wherever I look, I see destruction and violence. I am surrounded by people who love to argue and fight. So, Habakkuk was, asking the Lord, pleading to the Lord, how long, must I endure this? How long must we see, ungodliness and wickedness and deplorableness, flourish throughout the earth? And then he goes on to say, the law is slacked, judgment doth never go forth, because the law, statutes, and commandments of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai do not flourish within the society. Habakkuk was asking him, how long? How long, Lord? When are you going to save us? When are you going to help us? So we're going to jump down to the end of the chapter and then go to the next verse. Because, as well, as he was pleading, he was, telling the Lord that, that we're better than these people. We're better than these, Babylonians. And these people that surround us, that the Lord is about to bring up against us. As it says in, in verse 12 in the NLT, O Lord, Yahweh, my power, my Holy One, you are eternal. Surely you do not plan to wipe us out. O Lord, Yahweh, our rock, you have sent these Babylonians to correct us, to punish us for our many sins. But you are pure and cannot stand the side of evil. Because when you read it, where is it at? It says, I think it goes on to say it. Verse 13, NLT, you are pure and cannot stand the sight of evil. Will you wink at their treachery? Should you be silent while the wicked swallow up people more righteous than they? So Habakkuk was saying, hey, we're more righteous than these people. And Ezra, he was saying the same thing. We're in 2nd Ezra 2. Near the maybe 3. Yeah, it was 3, maybe 4. It was 3. 2nd Ezra 3, in verse 31. 2nd Ezra 3 and verse 31. I do not remember how this way may be left. Are they then of Babylon better than they of Sion? Or is there any other people? Or is there any other people that knoweth thee beside Israel? Or what generation hath so believed thy covenants as Jacob, and yet their reward appeareth not, and their labor hath no fruit? For I have gone here and there through the heathen, and I see that they flow in wealth, and think not upon thy commandments. So Ezra was saying as well. And I'm walking through the heathen, and I'm seeing how they flourish, they're doing good, and they don't keep your commandments. But we, thy people, we're in this low estate. Because he also said that in 2nd Ezra, we'll come back to that, the 6th chapter, and, verse 58. But we, thy people, whom thou hast called thy firstborn, thy only begotten, and thy fervent lover, are given into their hands. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure? So Ezra was like, how long is this going to endure? Habakkuk was like, how long is this going to endure? How long? When are you going to save us, Yahweh Shem Yahushai? And the Lord, was going into it, which we'll go into it. This is, and also in Acts 1, they would ask him, is now the time to where thou will restore again the kingdom of Israel? What did Yahweh say? It is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Lord Yahweh put in his power. It says, back in 2nd Ezra 3 and 34, Weigh thou therefore our wickedness now in the balance, and there is also that dwell in the world. And so shall thy name nowhere be found but in Israel. And so Ezra was like, hey, their wickedness is worse than ours. Verse 35. Or when was it that they which dwell upon the earth have not sinned in thy sight? Or what people have so kept thy commandments? Thou shalt find that Israel by name hath kept thy precepts, but not the heathen. So, they're pleading to the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai, save us, redeem us, bring us, give us back this inheritance that promised unto our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And the Lord said, hey, it's coming. You just got to wait, be patient. So Habakkuk 1:14, are we only fish to be caught and killed? And this is in the NLT. Are we only sea creatures that have no leader? Must we be strung up on their hooks and caught in their nets while they rejoice and celebrate? And that's what the heathen have done. They think they've got the Israelites, as it says in Psalm 83. They brought them out of their homeland. They killed them, mentally, physically, and now they don't know who they are. Now the Israel don't know who they are, and they've swallowed us up and killed us. And now they're rejoicing and celebrating, man. It says, verse 16, then they will worship their nets and burn incense in front of them. These nets are the gods who have made us rich that they will claim. So that they're not even giving, praise to the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai for taking Israel. They're giving, homage to their own gods. Yeah, we did this by our own hands, by our gods. We didn't, we took the nation of Israel with our strength. With our own pride. That's the thoughts that they claim. Verse 17, will you let them get away with this forever? Will they succeed forever in their heartless conquest? So Habakkuk saying, is this going to be forever? So Habakkuk 2 and verse 1, I will climb, in the NLT, I will climb up to my watchtower and stand at my guard post. There I will wait to see what the Lord Yahweh says, and he will answer my complaint. Then the Lord Yahweh said to me, write my answer plainly on tablets, so that a runner can carry the correct message to others. Because starting with our apostles, bishops, elders, we're here to carry the correct message. We're not here to pity pat around, give you lies, smooth little lies, prophesy deceits. We're not here to tell you anything other than what Yahweh Shem Yahshai has said, man. We're here to tell you what is about to happen and the correct message. Verse 3. And then this vision is for a future time. What Habakkuk was saying. How long is this going to endure? When are you going to save us? This vision is for a future time. It describes the end, and it will be fulfilled. If it seems slow in coming, wait patiently, for it will surely take place. It will not be delayed. It's not going to be delayed. The judgment that the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai is going to bring upon the heathen, upon the Edomites and everyone who joined up with them, it's not going to be delayed. It's going to happen, man. It surely will come to pass. And the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai is not playing with these heathen, man. He's not going to allow them to do this forever. What does it say in Romans, the 9th chapter? Let me see. Sorry for that noise. Dude got this blower. Where's Romans? Romans 9 and verse Romans 9 and verse 21. Hath not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? What if the Most High, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to the destruction? So the Lord is very patient when it comes to judging, the heathen, the Edomites, for what they have done. Does that mean that the Lord doesn't want it to happen? No, that doesn't mean that. But the Lord there's a script and a movie that the Lord created that has to play out in a specific way. So it's going to happen, but the Lord is very patient and very long suffering when it comes to judging the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction. So it's going to happen. It's not going to be delayed, but it's going to happen according to the timing and will of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua and how he created the movie. 2nd Ezra 4 and verse 37. By measure hath he measured the times, and by number hath he numbered the times, and he doth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled. So the Lord isn't going to just stir, the prophecy. Okay, I said it was going to happen at this time, but I think I'm going to make it happen a little earlier. That's not how the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua works, man. He doesn't work like that. It's going to happen according to how he presented the script. So, back in Habakkuk 2. Habakkuk 2, we'll get 3 again, then I'm going to head out. Habakkuk 2 and 3 in the NLT. This vision is for a future time. It describes the end and it will be fulfilled. If it seems slow in coming, wait patiently, for it will surely take place. It will not be delayed. It's not going to be delayed, man. Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua is going to do everything that he said he was going to do. Isaiah 55 and verse 11. So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. So everything that the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua said is going to happen is going to happen. So, the Lord was telling, Habakkuk, hey, it's going to happen. You just got to be patient. You got to be patient. And it's coming. And then do what is required. Speaking to myself first and foremost. One more, Isaiah 46. And verse 9. Remember the former things of old, for I am the Most High, and there is none else. I am the Most High, and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning. And from ancient times the things which are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. So the Lord's going to do everything that he requires, man. Everything that he said was going to happen, he's going to do it according to his will. He's going to do it according to his will, according to his plan, according to his mercy. And there's nothing that we can do about it, man. All we can do is wait. All we can do is be patient and do what is required of us, so that, Lord willing, at the end, when these things do come to pass, we're found presentable before the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua to receive his mercy. So I'm going to go ahead and head out. I'm going to get a drink of water as well. We just got to be patient. Lord's going to bring it. Yeah, we're going through hell. Yeah, we're going through, messed up situations. Lowly situations. But we're not here to live lavishly. We're not here to live any way we want. We're not here to be one with this society. We're not here to do these things. We're here to serve the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua. And just to push forward into the very end. That's what it says in Micah 7 and 9. I will bear the indignation of the Lord Yahweh because I have sinned against him. So we just got to bear it. Habakkuk, you think when the Lord said, when the Lord told Habakkuk, yeah, you're going to have to, be patient. You think Habakkuk was like, I ain't going to be patient. I'm going to take matters into my own hands. Habakkuk was like, okay, just going to have to wait. Just like we got to wait. We got to wait, man. Habakkuk was like, nah, Lord, I can't wait. I don't want to wait, Lord. I think I'm just going to take matters into my own hands and take back the kingdom myself. You think Ezra was like that? You think Isaiah, Jeremiah, you think any of the other prophets was like that? No, man. They remained patient. They pushed forward. And that's the same thing when Apostle Tahar back in 99, before, the year 2000. Because there was, there was a, how do you say it? There was a quote unquote prophecy back in the old school, that that the end was going to happen in the year 2000. And then, came 99, Apostle R was like, hey, we're not going to, it's not going to happen. We're going to be here past the year 2000. Prophecy's got to be fulfilled. And a lot of people fell out. You think of Apostle R and Apostle Gabar and, the apostles that are here today, the bishops that are here today, was like, man, it ain't going to happen in the year 2000. I got to quit. No, they kept pushing. They kept fighting. They kept enduring. They kept studying and learning. Same thing Habakkuk and them did. Okay, you just got to be patient. Keep going. Keep pushing. Keep fighting. Same thing, because it's going to happen, man. That's the one thing that is guaranteed from Yahweh Shemi outside. It is going to happen. It is going to come to pass. You can best believe that. It's like, because the Lord is patient. But just because the Lord is patient doesn't mean it's not going to happen. He's not going to make it to come to pass. Because we know in Malachi 3:6, it says, for I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. And also in Numbers 23:19, I believe, going into the Most High is not a man that he should lie, neither the Son of Man that he should repent. Hath not the Lord said, and shall he not do it? So the Lord said he's going to do these things. We just got to be patient and, push forward to the very end. Do what is required of us. As it says in Matthew 24, verse 13, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. Because we went off, man. Baruch 4:28, as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so be in return, seek him 10 times more. We got to be patient. No matter what is set in front of us, no matter what the Lord, Yahweh Shemi Yashai, puts in front of us, we got to endure it. Got to push forward. What else are we going to do? Go back into the world? There's nothing else here for us, man. So we just got to continue to fight, because once we get into the kingdom, everything is going to be given unto us through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi Yashai and through his mercies. Not through us, but through his mercies, man. So that was pretty much it. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the spirit, to the body, and to the fold. And before I end it off, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to where it's due to Yahweh, Baha Shemi Yahweh, Baha Shema Chakwadas, and double honors as always to the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone. Until next time, Shalom.